Hello, this is Ki with RunScore. Today we'll be demoing a multi-distance race. This race will consist of a 5K, a 10K, and a 5K walk. This race will use the same start and finish line and will include tag start times for all the individuals. As in any normal race, we're going to start by syncing up our scoring computer with the NIST time online. We'll go to Control Panel, Date and Time, Internet Time. Notice it was synced a few minutes ago. We're still going to go ahead and change that. We're going to go to Time NIST. We're going to update that, and we get a message as it was updated. We'll click on that to clear, click OK to clear that out. Now, the next thing we need to do is synchronize our transponder system. Today we'll be using ChronoTrack, and we'll be using Fusion to control or to set the chronosyncs, which are a thumb drive timing system that we insert into our computer with Fusion running. As soon as it is noticed, we'll go ahead and set the internet time. We're going to set up internet, NTP time source. Notice that it's going, and notice we are slightly off on the time, so we're going to sync. That will synchronize the chronosync. We'll remove that. We'll take that out to go ahead and synchronize the controllers we are using. We'll be using one controller at the start and finish line, and we'll be using one controller out at a checkpoint that we'll call split in this race to confirm the farthest point out on the 10K that the 10K runners actually made it out past the 5K and past the most distant unique point on the course. We're now ready to enter the race in RunScore. We're going to go to File, 5K, 10K. Notice the menu buttons are not grayed out, and we're ready to go. We'll put up listings. We'll put up the internet names. We'll type in any other entries we need to do all the stuff we're ready. Now, we're going to get ready to start our controllers. We've synced their times. We've sent the one out to that far unique point on the 10K, and we've connected the local controller from the finish line. We're going to open Fusion. We notice that the split point is now up, active with a CCS connection. We do not currently have a local connection. We now connected the local timers. So notice we have the split timer out on the course, the local. It has a local active connection, and we're all ready to go on this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add the finish line to tag start. This will record all the actual tags that cross the start line, not just the start event. This actually is a tag start, so we can be able to tell anytime during the race how many people actually should be on the course. We'll do that for finish. We have select, and we have aux. These are all set up. If you notice on this one, it's set up for keyed. The aux is set up for auxiliary reads and is adjusting out of the ports from the mini track to send data to the aux1 and aux2 for our separation of auxiliary reads. We can also take the split point. We're going to drag it down to split, and we're also going to drag it down to split select so we can record those times. The split is out there, so we're going to go ahead and play those. We get a ding, and we show a connection and a connection. So we are ready to start recording any of the passes out there. For the tag start, we'll go ahead and activate that. We're going to not play the select or the finish or the select at this time. As a matter of fact, we're going to delete those sessions because we're going to do what's called a marker to create a new session on that controller to give us just the finish times. Right now, tag start will be going in to our event tag start, which is a start type, and that will go ahead and give us all the start times for the chips, and we'll also round that up to the gun time in case there are people that are read just before the start. We also want to make sure we've got plenty of runners in here. I use 10,000, and that means we can have a lot of multiple reads before the start. Okay, now we go back to Fusion. We've got the tag start playing. We should be getting reads in the tag start, and it will read every time it reads near the start line, and all of a sudden at the gun time we'll go ahead and stop the play on this. So, or after the people have started, we'll go ahead and close that out and prepare for the finish. As the race starts, we're going to record the start time. We'll go into edit entries, the any, and we'll go, notice the chair was scheduled to go off at 7:29. The gun was supposed to be 7:30 for both the 10K and the 5K, and the gun for the walk was supposed to go off at 31. Well, we find out now that we actually took off at 7:33. 53.09. We did that for both the run and the 5K. So we'll copy that over to these times. Let's try that again. 09. And the gun walk was at 7:34. 51:23. Those are all recorded in there, ready to go. We'll go ahead and save that. We're going to go back into Fusion. We're going to stop this. We're going to change on the filters. We're going to set a minimum tag time, 7:53:53. So we're going to round up to that, and we're going to round up for the start. We're going to go ahead and clear the tag start out. So we've seen that it's been working. Now we're going to record up all the starts. The ones before 7:33:53, if they're within 5 seconds of that, they get recorded to up to 7:33:53, but it'll be rounding up to that start and on everything else. The rest of them will be all the later ones. So we'll go ahead and play that. We're now getting our tag starts. We'll go out to the controller. We have created a marker after all the people have cleared the starting line, and we have now got a new start or time in here on the controller. We'll drag that down to finish, down to select, and down to aux to record our times. We'll go ahead and start all those. And we'll be receiving all the data for the race. One of the first things we want to do is we're going to go in and set the race short. What we're going to do is replace the 150, 100 or the 80 10Kers with a 5K value for this race. We'll run that. We'll look at the totals again. We'll refresh that and notice that we now have 236 5Kers and 64 walkers. We'll go ahead and start. After we've started the race, we are running down there. As the people are crossing the finish line, we're going to notice that in the tag start, we have 289 starters. We have all the information in there. Once we've got that, the next thing we want to do is fill the start times. And how we do that is we're going to go ahead and initialize the start event. We're going to merge tag start to start, so that's copying tag start over to the start event. And then we're going to assign the gun times to the start event. We'll also do the gun time here. That's something separate that I do that you don't have to worry about right now. You probably won't be doing any of that. So again, we'll go ahead and save that, and we're going to go ahead and set the start times. Now when we look at the start times, we're going to have the actual start times for all the people here. And if they did not have a tag start, they'll be given the actual 5309 as their start time. We do all the race. As the people finish, they're going to be showing up on the times and the selects. When we go in and do preliminaries, we're going to see all the 5K runners coming in, and as that builds and builds, we'll start picking up the 10K runners and start picking up the fast walkers. Once the race is finished, you'll notice when we do the preliminaries, if we look down at //R, we will pick up the first 10Ker now has an R instead of the 5 we reassigned to, and all those people that actually made it to the checkpoint now receive an R. All the walkers still get their W. So we've got everybody split out, and we make sure that everybody's through like they're supposed to be. Once you do that, you can go ahead and look at the 10K run. Notice it has all the people in the correct order, shows their 5K split, their pace. This checkpoint was actually coincident with the 5K, and it shows their gun time, their finish time, and their pace overall. The gun time is what's going to show on the clock, and the finish time is going to show how far back it'll be adjusted for the start to finish for their net. The finish is actually a net time on this. We can do that for the 5K and also for the walk. Notice we've got everything we need there. We'll go ahead and close that out. Now we can do a sanity check. Let's not print that, and we'll see that everybody's in the 70% on this. If it's over 70%, they ran the wrong race. But by using this for the 10K, you're not going to have people signing up for the wrong race and not being corrected. It actually corrects for you, makes life a lot easier. Once we've done that and the awards, we'll go ahead and finish off. When you're done with the controller out at the, once the a trailer or a follower says that all the runners are past the turn point or the checkpoint out there, you can shut that system down, and all you do is in Fusion, you were going to go in here to aux. We're going to go ahead and rewind it for the split. For everything else, the other races are done. We can go into multi, select all, and go ahead and rewind all those and go out of multi, and we're done with Fusion that day. Here, you're ready to print your results, send them up to online. We cover those in other sessions, but the race is done. You provide the race director with what he needs, and you called it a day. At this time, I'd like to thank you for visiting us on this video. The subsequent videos will be covering other demonstrations or how-tos to help you understand RunScore a little bit better. If you have any questions, please contact us at support. Have a nice day.